plays games with Steve
and Angel. All right. Let's press him for things and stuff. Incident took place. Wonder said that the guy Glenn Elk was listening to the radio at the time.
Hold it! He was listening to his radio, you say?
Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket.
Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? And what was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe?
Huh? How should I know?
Thanks a lot. We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere.
This isn't going very well, is it?
Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used?
Just the poison were found in his coffee cup. And we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And might have had a motive.
Hold it! Some kind of motive?
Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. Objection! You know what my golden rule is, Detective. Chuck out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another. Huh? I don't get it. I'm saying we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out.
Damn. Gulp.
So stick to the facts, Detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive?
Come on, Gumshoe.
She was... they said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket.
I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too.
It disappeared from the scene of the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000.
Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one.
And is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client.
Ha! I have here in my hand the very ticket in question.
That's the $500,000 lottery ticket?
One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant.
Well, what?
Order, order! Ha! She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress.
You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately, and I'll just borrow it and I'll go.
Yes, I got
I didn't use a little judge's room.
Bio break. I'll be right back.
Bio break.
Oh, I guess the judge might be driving away to another bathroom.
Yeah, because all of them are full here.
I better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering, and the way his tires are spinning out, apparently.
This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial, too. When I tried to get away with it the last time, they caught me and they brought me back, but it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say?
It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor.
I bet he wants to say it was found on Maggie's person.
Really think there are any contradictions in this testimony?
To be honest, I don't know.
But Gumshoe told us out in the lobby. He said we'd be forming a united front, right? How will we win the case if he doesn't throw us a line?
I don't have a whole lot of options right now. Best I could do is gather the facts together, I guess.
You just gotta press everything. Took place. The victim was alone at his table, sir.
Hold it! Can I stop you for just a minute?
Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence?
He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table.
Yeah, that's what she said. And objection! What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction?
Hey!
Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. Their two testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not?
What should I do? What should I do?
Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table is obscured in some way.
Ha! That argument is as weak as the coffee at Tribulations tried. I have here in my possession a ticket.
A ticket? It's more like a photo to me.
Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant. It's right next to Lazy Town.
Yeah.
This is a photograph taken from near the entrance of the kitchen.
This is the scene as witnessed by the chef, moments after the poisoning took place, correct?
I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trike, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table?
Jerk! It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly.
I don't know about that. Listening to the radio, traces of poison are found in this coffee cup.
Hold it! So, traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup, and nowhere else?
Not sure I get you, pal.
Was the poison a liquid? Or was it a powder?
If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance.
So a powder.
Yeah.
So the poison couldn't have been in could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper?
Objection! Ha! Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite? The victim took his coffee black with no sugar.
It seems that the poison could have only have been in the coffee.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee?
Huh? What do you mean?
According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it?
Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I was thinking. Objection! In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there. Huh? For me? Oh, hey, you're right. Wow, I actually kind of sound like you, huh? You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence. That piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? This. Ow!
Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burns?
Oh, now I remember. This is the, victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim.
Oh yes, it's unmistakable. There is clearly a coffee stain on it.
Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this! For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants.
I bet the reason why that just happens in the first place is there's no other sprite of Godo like drinking his coffee other than that ridiculous one, not just like a... Oh wait, no wait, there is. I'm just stupid. Anyway.
They specially made it.
Upon further investigation of
For his
this cup,
yummy.
we found a certain chemical substance.
Chemical substance.
That's enough of the Powerpuff Girls references. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged.
She was the comet.
Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime.
I like an old man who knows the score. And how to pronounce comet.
There is also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might and almost did try to bend the rules.
Ooh.
I don't mind an old man who's weak to the siren call of money.
Oh. Ah, good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast.
I love financial doming old men.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already.
I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance. With one final decisive piece of evidence.
He's got more evidence against Maggie?
Yeah, I do my job. This is the apron the delightful Ms. Bird was wearing at the time.
Wow. That's not the cleanest apron I've seen.
That stain looks like... Can't be. Blood? No, it can't be blood, can it?
Ha! It seems the star of our play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself.
The coffee? It's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye.
Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more.
Something else? I presume you mean...
Of course, I'm referring to the pocket.
The pocket?
A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide, the very poison used by the killer, was in her apron pocket.
A bottle of poison? In Maggie's pocket?
Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it.
What?
Oops. I maybe should have tipped you off on that before this.
Order, order, order! The court will accept these items into evidence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godo. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court?
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron.
That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a bloodstain.
Oh.
You don't need to be told. Just look at it.
Well, detective, could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir.
Ketchup?
She must have gotten someone her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day.
You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe.
Pull a stunt like that again and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness.
Delicious.
I thought everyone knew what it was already. You didn't give it a little taste? You know.
I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last verdict I ruled on this case.
Huh?
The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. They have all been clearly established.
Well, Trite, it seems you really are a phony after all.
Ah, you really know how to drive a man nuts.
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there.
Damn, that was a long one.
Yeah, too much gumshoe. Get him off the screen.
Oh, I thought that was... See, okay, he's doing another testimony. I thought he was like... Because I had pressed one thing
right.
and I thought that was
No, it was
over.
like the end of the... Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir.
That'd be fucking cruel if the game made you be like, let me go through this again.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah, scary old man. How'd you describe him? Scary beyond all reason. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene.
You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good.
Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Trite.
huh?
Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So, let the fun begin.
Supported at
Angel, just a suggestion. You should probably go through your court record because we got like a ton of new stuff
That's-
since the beginning of the trial.
No, that's never been useful to do.
2. Yeah. I never do it, so...
I know.
Died of potassium cyanide poisoning. Time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30. Okay. Blueprints of the crime scene. X equals victim seat. Okay. Interesting. Boop. Victory ticket. Or victim's lottery ticket. The
Victory ticket!
It is a victory
Yes!
ticket.
I mean, yeah.
Lottery
For some people, it might be a victory. I wouldn't even have $1 million.
$500,000, yeah.
A Lottom's victory ticket.
Yeah. In yen, yeah.
The cream photo.
The cream.
Creme de la photo.
A photo of the scene taken near the kitchen. Oh,
Everyone call me poop.
me when people call me poop. I mean, I'm gonna have to bring this up eventually. I just wanted to look for anything that might be sus.
Let's see something sus here.
Nothing comes to mind, but I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be hard to be out of sight from the fucking vanity. Yeah.
Little head peeking out. It's like, is the photographer gone?
The coffee contained potassium cyanide covered in the victim and Maggie's fingerprints.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Apron.
Trying to like make
Why does that feel like a tagline at the end? Has small pockets, but big stains.
small pockets.
Coming next
big
year.
stains.
Coming next year from Illumination, the Apron movie.
God.
Small
Coming to
pockets.
Illumination, that paint splatter from the last case.
Oh God. I would rather watch that than like Toy Story 5.
Yeah, same.
Worn by Maggie.
It's me, Painty Hamsar.
Who would voice him?
Hamsar.
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, no. Oh God.
Me, Painty Hamsar.
God. Potassium cyanide. I'm trying to think of like, you've never had blank, but like, I don't know you've never had paint.
You haven't had Earn Box before?
Urbox.
Earn Box, yeah. You haven't had Earn Box?
Earn Box sounds like a monthly thing you get.
Yeah. I was subscribed to Earn Box every year.
Every month you get a new urn,
urn.
with a new dead person.
We're out of urns. We're
wow,
just
so
gonna have to make
grandma
some.
this
Yeah.
month. Ah,
You save enough points, you can earn more urns.
Oh. Deadly powder poison bears Maggie's fingerprints found in her pocket. Interesting. And my butthole badge.
Interesting.
Yeah, yes, that'll come in handy. Crime was reported at 2:25 by the kind of scary old man. Okay, wait, but when did they die? What was the time? 2:20. Okay, 2:25.
Almost whistled.
Yeah.
It
Do it. Who cares about like that one commenter? It's fine.
do it.
Do it.
Do it. Hold it. Scary old man? Detective Gumshoe?
There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened.
Ah, we're obviously talking about the same old man.
Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What? Why took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at them and seeds.
Seeds.
It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth.
It's not even the mighty Godo can avoid being attacked by that guy.
The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone, apparently, so he was late reporting the crime.
Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock.
Hold it! How long was the defendant unconscious for?
The officers got to the crime scene at around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at that time. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on the scene myself.
I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search too.
You perv, you little perv. I would have loved to see Maggie sleep like that, all pretty and peaceful.
You're a professional detective, Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher.
Oh.
Perverts.
Save the romantics for your own time, detective. All we need to know about is the investigation. Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I?
Doing the goofy pose.
Yep.
Didn't have any.
Hold it! You didn't have any? Are you saying that it was stolen then?
It was stolen then?
It was stolen then.
No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet.
Damn.
58 cents?
Spent it all on his cool little glasses thing out
Vitavisor.
there.
Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. I have 60 cents.
Oh.
Got paid yesterday.
The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man.
Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge?
I think I'm onto something here.
Give him a cool backstory.
Yeah.
Finally, the Glenn Elg movie.
I come from planet Namek. Anyway. And I'm stronger than Vegeta and Frieza combined.
My name is Boku.
My name's Boku.
But we figured out that he woke up.
Hold it! Wait a sec.
Huh? Did I say something dumb again?
Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes?
Yeah, basically.
In that case, how are you able to identify the victim so quickly?
Oh, that.
He's so let down. He's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going.
There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along with the lottery ticket. It seems Mr. Glenn Elg visited his doctor before he went to Tribulations. We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds.
That's a reliable enough source for the court.
What should I do? Should I leave this alone or ask to hear more?
Oh, here's my choice.
About his health insurance. How good is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
So the victim had no form of identification on him, correct?
Yeah.
And yet, before arriving at the restaurant, he went to see a doctor. Which means he must have had his medical insurance card with him.
Oh, that is very true.
The fact that it hasn't been found points to only one obvious conclusion. The victim's medical card was stolen!
Ha! True, the victim didn't have a medical insurance card. But why? Because Mr. Glenn Elg didn't have medical insurance to begin with.
Huh?
The system is broken.
As I thought, a thoroughly miserable young man.
Or some kind of outlaw. A bit of an edge never hurt anyone.
Looks like we're off course again, Nick.
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Explain for the court the events following the preliminary investigation.
Let's search. We found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. Well, I want to go back. Hold on. And then the investigator went, do.
Hold it.
Yep. Oh, yep.
Bling! Bling! Bling!
So what sort of medicine was in the bag?
Well, actually, the bag we found was empty.
Huh?
Yeah, completely empty.
It was completely empty?
Mm.
Ha! You're entering an empty you're entering an empty paper bag as evidence? Desperate, are you, Trite?
Hmm?
Now, what happened with the investigation after that, Detective?
Let's search. We found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison.
Hold it!
Boysenberry.
Well, the defendant had been passed out for a while.
Or Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah, well, now it's a not scary farm because he's dead.
That may be appropriate because Knott's Scary Farm. Today is Halloween, after all.
Yeah. It's been a full year
Happy Halloween.
since the last
Happy Halloween,
record.
everybody.
Yeah. Ooh, what are you all dressing up as this year?
An empty paper bag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a bottle of cyanide. It's a pretty expensive and dangerous costume, but I wanted to be accurate.
I'm gonna go with Painty.
Oh, yeah.
You guys didn't get the memo about wearing maid outfits? Now I look like an idiot.
But she looked real cute on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket?
Waiting for that fan art of me dressed as Painty, Angel dressed as a cyanide bottle, and Steve dressed as a maid.
You know, people are probably going to prioritize one over the others.
Yeah,
Painty.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Hey, yeah, you've nailed it, pal. It happens to me all the time. We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes. Objection! Keep up this crazy testimony, Detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat.
Oh my god.
Sorry. So, Trite. Someone... Is he quoting one of them?
Someone planted.
This was Nick who said
Okay.
this.
Someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence?
He puts on like a Sonic impression.
I'm blue. Spiky hair, blue.
Come on, Tails. Turn into Mia Fey.
I guess he is the shadow of
You're right.
Phoenix.
Well, I'd love to if I had any.
It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony, witness.
And that was it. There isn't any more.
Hold it! So the $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's true that those two items are accounted for, but wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day?
Oh, yeah. The one the restaurant owner took. He won a whole dollar with it. What a lucky guy, huh?
It's more than I make.
I can't imagine having a whole dollar.
After taxes, that's about...
Listen.
Yeah, that's right.
Listen, 60 cents, it's fine, but I wish I had a whole dollar.
And they're just going to let him get away with it?
It was just $1, detective.
I guess no one cares when it's that little. Unless it's Gumshoe.
If I don't find a hole in this testimony, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. That's a weird cutaway.
Yeah. Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with. And we can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something.
Yeah, that's true. Maggie and Gumshoe are like Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, can they say that?
Yeah. Our only hope is that they were so dumb they missed something obvious.
Come on, Gumshoe. Be the dumbest you've ever been.
Okay, ultimate himbo!
For Halloween, Gumshoe and Maggie should wear the baby blue and orange suits that Jim Carrey and
Yeah.
who's the other guy again?
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels, yeah.
Yeah.
He found the body poison, the bottle of poison, and that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. I mean, I pressed everything, I think, right?
Well, then I guess it's time to present something.
Yeah. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison.
Poison for hell.
The poison. But we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. Beckman didn't have any ID. Passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The crime was reported at, I think it's probably the last one. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. I mean, we just got the bag and it's empty. It is strange that it's empty. I kind of want to present that.
Objection!
There you go.
Good thinking, Angel.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There's just one small contradiction in your testimony.
Oh, finally! Finally, Angel! I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will ya?
Oh my god.
You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime, or should I read that like Gumshoe? Oh, never mind.
Too late.
Yeah. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later?
No, they didn't.
The victim was given a prescription right before going to Tribulations. Where, then, did the medicine disappear to?
You. Too cool, pal!
Oh.
Indeed, too
Way
cool.
past cool.
Guilty for being too cool. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence?
I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh?
Well, I gave a gun to a little girl.
The victim was killed by poison,
No, that's fine.
and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared.
It was for Christmas.
The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself.
Order! Order! Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that?
Ha! That's all.
What?
Ha! Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will.
What's the clinic's name's got to do with anything?
Oh no.
New ear. Ooh, is it?
Otolaryngological.
Otolaryngological clinic.
One more time.
Order,
Bottle, what a Hawaiian.
What kind of illness is Mr. Wright suffering from, Mr. Godo? Got a rubber tongue. Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. Elg found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum.
He ruptured his eardrum?
Then what on earth was the prescription he was given?
It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested.
What?
It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear.
Yes, here it is. In very, very fine print.
It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication.
Eat your medication, Professor. It seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all.
No.
Nick, if you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over.
She's right. I can't get away with an old, weak objection. What should I do?
Push the medication issue. I mean, I want to know why it's missing.
Yeah, leave it. Sorry, I was thinking very Naruto there. Yeah, leave it.
Yeah, leave it.
Believe it!
Yeah. Only moments ago, Mr. Godo made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime?
But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal.
Objection!
I thought that was me, sorry.
That was me! That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth.
Objection! That was me. You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide.
Objection! That's me again. It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either.
Maybe they should like make their objections look different. Like make it really cool with like
That'd be
fire.
kinda fun, yeah.
But it did! The possibility is undeniable.
And like Francisca's, it would be like spelled out like with her whip or something, like a lasso.
That's enough.
Okay.
Mr. Godo, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godo?
Mr. Frodo? I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder.
Victor Kudo? The pigeon hater?
Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me.
Yay, good job, Nick.
The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness.
Ha! I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Fill this... Oh, never mind. That's...
Oh.
Finish you off, ha ha ha, fill 6 cups of cum. That was my thought process. Court is adjourned for recess.
Great joke.
And so is this episode.
Enough.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Gross.
Ugh.